Okay, hello everyone, it's Matt. If you're a new subscriber, welcome. If you're an old subscriber, hello. Done a bit of rebranding recently, as you might have seen. The Cheshire Matt is now my name. I'll get into that in just a minute, but welcome to the video. Okay, so as you might have seen by the title, I got accepted on the Disney Cultural Representative Programme. I'm still shocked, and it's still quite a while away, but I'm just so grateful for the opportunity and to have been chosen for this amazing and life-changing experience. So you might be wondering what the Cultural Representative Programme is, and that is essentially where I will be working in Disney in Florida, in the park Epcot. So in Epcot, there's lots of pavilions from all over the world, and there's United Kingdom Pavilion. So I'll be working at the United Kingdom Pavilion in food and beverage. So there's a fish and chip shop, there's the Rose and Crown, which is a pub, and there's also beer carts as well. So I'm going to be working all around those areas. And how it works, it's actually a one-year program. So I'm flying out in September 2024, which is this year now, and I will be working there until September 2025. So I'll be in sunny Orlando, Florida for a year. Alright, so I'm just going to talk about the process really quick of how it works, how I applied, the stages and all of that. So I'm just going to start from the beginning. So this was January 2023. A website and a company called Yummy Jobs posted that the Cultural Representative Programme was reopening after a couple of years. It was closed because of COVID, and then they had a backlog of people that had their years cancelled. And then they were going back out. So once this opened, I had to send off a CV and a cover letter to Yummy Jobs, basically showing my work experience, my skills and my passion for why I wanted to take on the job. So it was then in February when I actually received an email back from Yummy Jobs saying that I passed the first stage, and I was going for an interview down in Epping, which is in London, or Essex actually. Actually on the outskirts of London. So yeah, I was going to be going down there for an interview with Yummy Jobs to hopefully get to the next stage, which was an interview with Disney, and hopefully pass them to get the job. So yeah, I just passed the first hurdle, which is arguably one of the hardest hurdles to pass, just based off previous people that have applied. Fast forward a month to March. Now, this was when I was going for my interview in Epping. I caught the train down and met up with some of the people, and we were all talking in advance because we had a group chat online, and we all connected, and most of us stayed in the same hotel, and we all had different time slots in the morning, but they were in groups. So I had a few friends, and we caught an Uber from the hotel down into Epping, where we sat in a coffee shop for about 2 hours reading our interview notes before heading to Yummy Jobs HQ, where we then waited in a waiting room for our individual interviews. I'd say the Yummy Jobs interview itself was quite casual. It was more of a chat. However, there were some more important questions, and also a part where they talk about, or they want you to talk about an item that you've brought from home. And this was all, you knew about this in advance, but you bring something from home, you talk about it and explain and share your culture. So I actually took a coaster which had a bear on it, and because I'm from Congleton in Cheshire, and we're well known for Congleton Bear Town, and I was giving a bit of history about the bear. So exactly 4 days later after the interview, I had an email from Yummy Jobs saying that I'd been successful in my interview and that I had made it to the final interviews in Hammersmith with Disney. So obviously I was really excited. I thought that was really quick as well. 4 days, I wasn't expecting it, because the first time I heard back from them was in a month. So yeah, that came through, and I was just over the moon, really excited, and it was becoming a bit more real. And yeah, just really, really happy. Okay, now fast forward to April. This is where I travelled down to London, to Hammersmith. I was staying at my sister's flat, and then met up with people beforehand. Again, there was 3 days of interviews, and there was different time slots. So we all met in the morning. Everyone was quite nervous, so I don't think many people ate much, but I think we had coffees and teas just to relax a little bit. And then we all marched on to the Hammersmith HQ, and yeah, we signed in, and they gave us these really cool lanyards, which we actually got to keep. But yes, the Walt Disney World Company lanyards, name tags. I will note actually as well, Yummy Jobs were there on each of the days. They were there to just help calm us a bit and answer any questions that we might have had, beforehand. But at this stage, once we got called in for the group time slot, we were given a presentation by Disney employees, lovely, lovely people. There was 3 of them, and these 3 people were also going to be doing the interviews after the presentation. So after the presentation, we then went off, and I think I had a few hours to kill along with some other people, so we actually headed down to the local Spoons and had some lunch, because it was just about lunchtime then. And I remember I had a very nice apple juice, and it never tasted so good. I don't know why I said that. I will say this though, sitting in Spoons and people that were currently having their interviews then came in afterwards, it was just making me really, really nervous, and everyone else that was there, like, we were really nervous about the interviews. And those hours, they were the slowest hours I think I've ever experienced in my life. It was torture. But the time finally came, and our time slots were close, so we headed back down to the HQ, which is only like a 5-minute walk. And yeah, we went upstairs, sat in a waiting room as a group. And I remember I was sat closest to the door, and one of the interviewers walked in and said, "Who'd like to go first?" And I shot my hand straight up. I was just so ready. I just wanted to get it there. I was in the zone. I was really nervous, but I just wanted to get it done with so that I could, relax. And then I had the interview. It was so nice. And he was just the nicest person ever. We had a really nice chat. It was very casual. Similar questions to the Yummy Job interview as well. But it was just it was more of a get to know you type thing, not loads of past experience and stuff, although that did come up. It just felt a lot more casual, I was a lot more at ease, and it was a really fast interview as well. I suppose because they had a lot of people to get through, but it went really quick, and it was a very nice experience. And then afterwards I just let loose, and all the nerves just ran out, and I was on a bit of a high just because of all the stress that I think my body was going through, just to get through these interviews and get through the final stage at least. Okay, so a couple months have passed, and now we're in June, and this is where, actually, funny enough, the night before I was going to fly out to Camp America for my 3rd year, I got an email through from Disney and basically saying, we want you, but we haven't got the space at the moment, would you like to join the wait list? And this was the case for the majority of the people. They'd only actually sent out a few offers at this point, and these were people that they just kind of wanted to go out as soon as possible. However, when you apply, you say when are you available from, and I'd already basically said that I'm going to Camp America this summer, just in case I didn't get the Disney job, so I had something else to do. So I was available from September onwards, basically. So at this point, there was lots and lots of chat in the Disney group chats that we had, and however, it was quite a stressful process from now on of waiting, because essentially each month Disney would send this email out to the remaining people. However, in that month as well, they'd send offers out. So they kept sending the waitlist email, and they were sending out offers. So as the months went on, the amount of people that were waiting became smaller, but it also meant that the amount of jobs they had available was getting smaller as well. So it was quite a stressful time, and the months were going on, and I just felt I was feeling low, and each time it would come through and I saw that I was waitlisted, but then you'd see loads of people in the group chat saying that they had offers, it was quite demoralising. Yeah, you feel quite down, and it does get quite hard, like thinking about that and seeing all these people getting your dream job, but the people that got it, every single person deserves it, and even the people that are still on the wait list currently, like, they deserve it. Meeting everyone, like, everyone is such a nice person, and I don't know how they decide who gets the job, because I think everyone deserves the job at the end of the day. Everyone was so lovely, and I can't wait to go out and be working with these amazing people. Okay, now fast forward to October 3rd, the very important day for me. This was such a strange... It was such a strange evening of how I found out that I would be getting on the programme and going to Disney. So it was about 10:30 at night, and someone in the group chat said, "Oh my god, I've just had an offer." And this was wild, because they'd already done the waitlist emails that month, and they'd already sent, you know, out some offers. So it was kind of odd to just see, you know, the odd one person. But then someone else said in the group chat, "I've not had an email, but I've logged onto my account and I've got an arrival date." So I was thinking, like, oh my, like, this is wild. Imagine if that was me as well. But I was thinking, there's no chance. Like, this is just, like, this is crazy now. So I logged on, and I was with my mum and my nan, and I logged onto the account, and they just said arrival date September 2025. No, and there it said arrival date 2024 September, and I just looked. I was like, there's no way. Like, this has got to be an error or something, surely. And we were just like really excited, like getting really giddy, just like, oh my god, it's happened. And it was just like the wildest thing ever. So obviously I couldn't really sleep that night. And then I was ringing people, telling them all about that I got the job. Like, I rang my dad because he wasn't with me, I rang my sister. I rang my friends, and it was just like the wildest thing. But there was still part of me that was thinking, no, I've not got this job. Like, I don't know how this is going to work, because I've not actually got an offer. It just says an arrival date. So I was still a bit skeptical, even though it said there. Anyway, I took about 50,000 screenshots of it just to prove it, just to prove it to myself. And then the day after, one of the other girls that had the same thing happened to them. They actually emailed Disney, and within a few minutes their offer letter then came through. So obviously, I think at that point I was like, okay, you know, this is quite real actually. And then, you know, it's not a prank anymore. Someone's not pranking me. So I emailed Disney, of course, and then the offer letter finally came through, and it was just like, you know, everyone that wants to do the CRP, it's the final stage. It's the dream moment where they get the offer letter, they get the arrival date, and they find out which section they'll be working in, which is food and beverage and merchandise. I forgot to mention that I actually will be working in food and beverage, which was my chosen role. So this leads me to the next bit. So when will I be going out? And to tell you, it's September 2024. That's my month that I'll be starting. I do have an arrival date, but I'll be going out a few days early with my parents, and we're just gonna hang around in Orlando for a bit and buy some things that I'll need, you know, essentials, bedding and all of that, because I will be living in Orlando for a year, which is still, that is just wild to me, and it's crazy, and I really can't wait. I can't believe it. It feels real, but it doesn't, because obviously I'm still here and I've still got to wait. When's this video? It's January now, so January, February, March, April, May, June, July, August, September. I've still got, you know, nearly 8 months. And to think I started the process actually January 2023, and I won't be starting the actual job until September 2024. I mean, that's a very large timeline. So, you know, if you're considering applying, just think about that from a job point of view. Do you have that much time off or do you have that much time to be available from, basically? Because it could start from, or it could have started from June, July time to September next year. Like, that's when your 1 year could start. And I was actually one of the last ones to get the job offers, so that is like the back end of the start date, essentially. There were a couple more after me. I think they were just trying to fill in a few gaps, and maybe someone that had to drop out. I'm not 100% sure on that situation, but yeah, it was up until about September, basically. Obviously there's so much to talk about, and I could go on for days about it, and hopefully we'll make some more videos on the process, because obviously I'm not going out for quite a while still. And I want to try and make some more content surrounding this. But I will say, follow my TikTok, which is the Cheshire Matt. I'll put a link to that and I'll put it up on the screen. Also my Instagram, which is just Matt Hammond, so you can follow along for more Disney content and see what I'm up to and on the run up and things like that. But I'd love to do a Q&A video, and then close to the time obviously like a packing video, and I'm going to be vlogging my entire journey whilst I'm out there, trying to make some really engaging and like really nice visual content. And I'm just so excited, so I hope you get to follow along for the journey. Please like, subscribe, share with your friends, and I'll see you in the next video. Peace out.